It's not even close.
That was
100.
Not much. All right, how are you?
Okay. Go.
Joe said that you guys kind of challenged him to do better at rebounding. How do you think he did tonight?
Oh, I thought he was great. I thought he and Ochai and Devon all played very well. But the first half, he went after every ball. I was really pleased and impressed, and thought he played extremely well.
Coach, first maybe 10 or 12 minutes versus the rest. Any thoughts?
Well, yeah, there was two. Yeah, we were a little bit better the first. I'd say the first 15 minutes we were pretty good. I don't know how many points we had, but we had to have 45 points with 4 or 5 minutes left in the first half or something. It was close to it, and then we didn't play as well the rest of the half, and then obviously second half we just traded baskets for a while. So I didn't think we played very well really after the first 15 minutes, but we were really good the first 15 minutes.
Bill, in transition this year, you guys have had moments where you're sloppy. What would you think of it tonight? Looked like they were pretty on point.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember us throwing it away, but a couple of times. Like Oach's 2 turnovers the first half. I mean, what's he doing? And to play that well and make those passes. And so, even though our number was 12, I felt like it should have been 7 or 8. But in transition, I don't know that we Marcus charged in transition the second half when he had the lob to Doak. But for the most part, I thought we were much better with numbers than we have been.
What did you want to see better from your team defensively in the second half?
Well, obviously our energy wasn't very good. We've been actually pretty good at turning people over, and tonight we turned them over 8 times. So we didn't get many deflections or much energy. And I do think this is pretty common. When you make shots, your defense is never as amped up because you don't feel like you have to get stops every possession to win. And when you miss shots, I think it's easier to kind of turn it up. And when we made shots early, I thought we got a little laxed. Defensively second half, we guarded the arc okay, but we didn't do a great job of protecting the rim at all, and we got beat too much off the bounce. But I'm not going to get too hung up on it, but I do think that time and score a lot of times lends you to kind of get a little relaxed, and I thought that was pretty evident that was the case tonight.
Coach, 300th win in a decade. What does that mean to the program?
Yeah, I didn't know that till today. But that 300 wins in a decade, so that means you're averaging 30, and we still got a chance to add to it a little bit. So I think Gonzaga's got more. Is that right? Well, how many they have? Like 303,
304, something like that.
Yeah. So, and they've had an unbelievable run. But to of the power, 6 conference teams to have the most, I think that speaks volumes of the type of players you've had in the program, and certainly. Hopefully the next decade will be just as productive beginning in January. But it's a testament to consistency, and of course we're very proud of that.
Yeah, thanks.
Ochai mentioned that maybe you said something about that's one of the better starts you've had in a while.
Yeah, it is. I thought we were really good early. It was 15-1 before you could basically sit down. I could be off base, but I think we had 8 points with like 18:30 left in the first half, and had 15 at the under 4 timeout, or something like that. And I think we had 25 with about 12 left or 13. We made shots, and of course everything looks better when you make shots, but we guarded too, and then after that it was a trade baskets type game. I thought we did. I thought we looked pretty good. We shared it pretty well, and everything was pretty good. But when we subbed, though, in the first half and the second half, we weren't as good when we went to our bench. And that's one thing that we got to improve on.
Was that a good sign, though, that they got out to such a big lead? You guys have come off of a couple of marquee victories and now kind of a lull on the schedule this week, maybe?
I don't know. I think you guys are looking for something to write and looking for content because I don't really. I think it was more a reflection of us making shots. Oach makes his first three and Dot made it 2 hours first three or something like that. So you're going to look pretty good when you make shots. And if those balls hadn't gone in, I still would have said we played well. But obviously it wouldn't have been the point differential that it was.
Do you think these guys are good at avoiding complacency?
I would probably say probably not, just because we became very complacent after we got a lead. So, but one thing that we've done, knock on wood, every game that we played this year, we've come out with good energy to start a game. I mean, even Duke, great energy. Chaminade, great energy. We just didn't play great early, but we have started games with good energy, and even at home, we haven't always played well, but I thought Greensboro and East Tennessee State, I thought we played with good energy early. So that's one thing that we have done maybe better than last year's team, I believe.
But Bill, with Ochai, he had a little run where he was struggling shooting the ball. Just kind of what have you seen out of him to maybe be able to get out of that, and obviously now he's had a run of where he's shooting it pretty well.
What I see is a guy that's going to the offensive glass every time. I see a guy that is focusing on guarding his man and doing all the little things that you can control. And when you do those things, you naturally make more shots. And his confidence level is sky high because of it. So I don't think, to me, his shot doesn't look a lot better, but his confidence level looks a lot better, which obviously lends to making more shots. He's really rebounding the ball.
Anything else?
Well, getting those extra possessions, what's that do for you guys?
Well, it does, the thing, they out-rebounded us the second half, if I'm not mistaken. But it was 29-9 at halftime, and, we shot a lot of threes, so long shots mean long rebounds, and they did too, but we did, for the most part, did a good job of running them down. But we haven't punished people with our size, and Ochai should be a guy that goes every single possession, and I don't think he's done that consistently until the last week or so. That's what basketball is, in my opinion. Well, two things: it's a game of who gets easy baskets and who doesn't, and who can create 5 or 6 or 10 more possessions a game than their opponent. And if you do those things, you're going to win, because you score on half those possessions that you get extra, and that's 10 more points that you didn't basically start with. And so I think our team has become pretty good at that of late.
What do you think of the prospects of becoming #1 since Texas Tech beat Louisville?
Yeah, it's a great win for Tech. Great for our league. I don't think it really means a lot. I'm not sure we would be, because obviously Ohio State's got an impressive resume and they're undefeated. But I don't think being #1 is exactly where anybody really wants to be, because they haven't stayed there very long. But I would certainly welcome it with our program. I think anytime you can do that. Of course, later in the season is far better than now. If you do it in January and February, it's far better than now, or even March would be the ideal time to do it. But we still got to take care of business Saturday. But we'll be in the discussion if we take care of business. But I think this early in the season really doesn't matter much.
Okay.
I'm guessing you didn't want to have starters on the floor with like 2 minutes left, but did you feel like you needed to tonight?
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to leave out of here with a good taste in our mouth, primarily mine, over theirs, because I didn't think we played very well the second half. So yeah, I think the way that we ended the game was to at least, I think we ended like on a 6-0 run or 7-0 run, something like that. So that was a good way to end it, just to have some positive mojo, leaving the game.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys,
Thanks, Coach.